everybody. I'll take that off, put that on there. Okay. I just had to come to my car because I just really think that birth charts and knowing your natal chart and basically knowing yourself is so important, because it be like, I just feel like people are really stepping out of their place, out of their boundaries. People it be the same person who don't know themselves and can't step outside themselves to peep what they're doing and how their actions are, to call on somebody else and tell them that they shouldn't be themselves, or they shouldn't do or act like how they acting, and it's just them, and like it's just who they are. So because it's just like weird to me, like astrology is important. It's like the study of you. So I really think that people need to start figuring out their birth times. People need to start looking at their natal chart, really getting into astrology, really trying to figure out themselves, because it's so many issues, like with as far as like your relationships and stuff, your relatives and stuff like that. People will be getting into it for reasons they don't really need to get into it for. Like a lot of shit will be avoided if people knew who the fuck they were. Like okay, so say you got a Cancer, and a Cancer is always in their feelings, or they are even not, like, and then you got another person who just don't understand, because they're like kind of the opposite. They're the opposite element, opposite or whatever, and they just don't understand, like, why are you always in your feelings, or why this and why that. And it's like the same reason you don't like that Cancer is the same reason you love that Cancer. So it's like you even trying to, like, y'all, like, the arguments will be bullshit. It's like friction. It's not going to go nowhere. It's like your whole point, the whole point of where you getting this argument from is false. It's like math. If you mess up in the beginning, the whole problem is going to be wrong. So the fact that you already under a program and you come into somebody trying to help them out, it's all wrong, because your whole programming is wrong. It's false. You got the wrong idea from the jump. So you can't even tell nobody nothing. That's why I don't even listen to a lot of people, because your whole thought process is wrong. Like, and it just is what it is. So if I don't want to hear what you gotta say, it is what it is, because you're where you even getting that conclusion, where you even came up to get to I can't even say what I was saying, but how you even came to this conclusion is false. It's filtered. So it's just important, because like it's so many people who getting into it with their relatives, getting into it with people who having conflict, and people can't relate. We in a collective consciousness and people can't relate. Why? Because people don't know who they are. People are not taking what needs to be taken serious. Like astrology, it is what it is. It's serious. Like, it's important to know. Like, it's the study of you. Like, it's important to know. It is what it is. Like, know your natal chart, know who you are, know your energies. Even if you look at it as something else, you don't even have to call it like this. Is like, I don't know what it is with y'all in the word astrology. Maybe it's just that. Maybe it just needs to be something else. Like, know yourself. That's what it is. Astrology, the word is not, I'm not going to say astrology, it's yourself. That's what it is, yourself. Like, astrology is yourself. So it's important to know yourself, like I said, because I gotta take a break. Y'all, for real, because I get so tired of seeing people, and it be like, I like, my emotions be building up when it comes to this type of stuff, singing and stuff. Like, it just be crazy to me. I can't just be quiet about it. So I'm like, man, I should go record a video. Get this out of me. Well, so I just had to come in my car and do it, because I can't sit and wait. It's here now. So it's just important. Like, man, like, know your natal chart, get your birth times. If you got any questions, you could ask me. Like, figure out your birth time. I'll give you your natal chart for you. It don't matter. Like, start getting into it. look up how to read it. Like, you could learn how to read it and not be under filters. Like, you could get the gist of it or whatever, of how to read it and whatever. Learn your signs, learn who you are, learn all of that stuff. So you want, and it's also important to know, so then you won't be coming to somebody else telling them, why you act like that? You ain't supposed to do that. No, you not supposed to do that. That's not in your nature. That's not your place. Like, I hate when people step out of, like that's not your place. Like, why are you trying to control how somebody else acts? Everybody is unique. Nobody's supposed to act like you. Like, that's not your place, like, at all. Like, that stuff bothers me. Like, don't be coming up to somebody telling them, like, oh my gosh, like, that's just not your place to be doing that. So you need to learn yourself first, like, for real. Like, it's just crazy. People and it's like, think about it. Like, are you even thinking about it when you get into arguments because of a person, because of the way they acting or what they doing, and how they feel about certain stuff, and they feelings and they emotions on stuff, what they care about, what they don't care about? Like, how is that your place to tell them that that's wrong? You know, like, everybody is unique. It's just what it is. Like, I don't know, but there's something else about that I want to speak on too. I'm trying to think of it. I'm trying to think if I can say this. What's another thing? It's something about selfishness. People saying other people are selfish because they don't consider your feelings, when they don't realize that you are in a selfish act. You're in the energy of being selfish yourself. Why? Because you telling them that they selfish because they not considering your feelings. Meanwhile, you're being selfish because you telling them that they need to consider your feelings so you could feel good. That's selfish as shit. That's selfish itself. You still in a selfish energy. How about you just not even worry about who being selfish? How about you just chill? Because you gotta think of what you're doing. You guys gotta stop being so. People are really being one-dimensional, because, like, you're not even being third dimension. You can't even step outside of yourself. Like, that's basic. Like, you can't even step outside of yourself and look at what you're doing. Like, see what you're doing. Like, why do you even feel like that? Why do you even feel like, since you didn't, like, I don't get it. That's not your place. Like, I don't get it. Like, that's, like, really weird to me. So that's all I have to say. I just had to step inside this car, get that off my chest. I feel like I didn't ran them out. Like, y'all, that's crazy. Like, yeah, that's it though.